So the expected happened. The expected happened, lads. And in a shock to absolutely nobody, Kaitlin Clark is out for tonight's game against the Minnesota Lynx. And unfortunately, it means realistically Kaitlin Clark's playing for nothing this year. It means she's playing for nothing. Like the Fever, unless the Fever somehow in like a protest to the WNBA, because she just doesn't want to help the old WNBA in some weird Twitter protest, Emma Messiman goes, you know what, you guys don't like the Indiana Fever, so I'm going to join you guys after what happened to Julie Van Loo. Like, I have no idea. I have no idea. Like, obviously that's not going to happen. But, like, that's the only chance the Fever have of being in any way competitive is if somehow Emma Messiman just magics onto the Indiana Fever team. Like, that's the only way they have a chance of winning anything later on in the year. But right now, the Indiana Fever, for them to win tonight, they're going to have to do something that they have not done since the 19th of June, 2022. And it's beat a team above 500. Lads, they have beaten one team above 500 since Kaitlin Clark's freshman year. They have beaten, since Nalissa Smith has entered the league, without Kaitlin Clark, sorry, they beat one team above 500. One. And it was the 2022 Chicago Sky. They beat one team. One team and one team only. Like, you guys think that is a false stat. They did not beat a team above 500 for the entirety of the 2023 season. They didn't beat, ironically, till I think the 30th of June last year when they beat the Mercury. They didn't beat a team above 500 last season for like half the season. And then afterwards, they then went and beat the Mercury. They beat the Lynx. They beat the Liberty, all before the All-Star break. And then after the All-Star break, they come out, beat the Mercury again, who I think finished below 500 in the end. Were above 500 at the time. They beat the they beat the Storm. They beat the Sun. They never beat the Aces. Was that it, actually? Yeah, you know what? They were 500 against teams above 500 after they won one. But without Kaitlin Clark, we are 3 years in a month without them beating a team above 500. And I know. They beat the Mystics. They beat the Sky. They beat the whatchamacallit. They lost to the Sparks, in fairness. Like, the Fever lost to the Sun without Kaitlin Clark. Can we be honest here? The Fever lost to the Connecticut Sun. They're an embarrassing basketball team. They're an embarrassment of a team. They are actually an embarrassment of a team. They lost to the Sparks, who are an embarrassment of a team. At least they beat the Sky and the Wings. And the Mystics, in fairness, the Mystics aren't that far off. Ain't that far off 500. So the Mystics aren't that bad a team. Like, that's not a bad win. That is not a bad win. They're still below 500. But still, the Indiana Fever have almost zero chance tonight. Almost zero chance tonight. And I'm somebody who has I predicted the Fever's record exactly. I've predicted the Fever to have an exactly 8-8 record. Does that mean I haven't predicted 14 of the 16 games wrong? Yes. I have, in fact, predicted 14 of 16 games wrong. So, if you guys are fans of the Fever, you guys should be happy that I'm saying the Fever have no chance of winning without Kaitlin. Like, I give the Fever would have given the Fever a 10% chance with a hobbled Kaitlin, a 30% chance with a healthy Kaitlin, and a 0.1 or 1% chance right now. Like, legitimately, I'd say I give them a 1% chance. I want to just see what percentage ESPN gives the Fever to win the game. It was like 20-something% earlier. It was like 20-something% earlier that ESPN gave the Fever to win. And they still have the Fever at a 26% chance of winning. Like, they still have the basically a minus 9.5. They are plus 9.5 underdogs. I think this could be bad. I think this could be bad. Like they're healthy and they don't even really need Fee to do much today. Because let's be real, Fee is being guarded by Natasha Howard. Like, Natasha Howard cannot guard Nafisa Collier. And then not only that, like, Fee's there, and then they back up Fee with Jess Shepherd. And they've Jess Shepherd in their fours. And they've got multiple bodies to throw at Aaliyah Boston. They can put Alana Smith on Aaliyah, and if Alana Smith is struggling or if she's committed some fouls, okay, we can just put Jess Shepherd on her. Or then we can put Aaliyah on her because Natasha Howard's not enough of a threat to destroy a center with the speed. We can put Fee on Aaliyah. They've got 4 players that they can rotate on Aaliyah. And Glindakova is huge. Maria's huge. So it's not like she's nothing. Like, she's huge. And the Fever still employ Bree Turner. Like, I don't know what Michaela Timpson's going to do. And as far as the guards position, Bridget Carlton's just a better Lexi Hull. Kayla McBride is way better than Kelsey Mitchell. And as good as Ari McDonald is, she's not as good as... The only thing is that Courtney Williams might lose you a game. Courtney Williams doing dumb shit might lose you a game. But, like, Courtney Williams can also win you a game. Like, Natisha Heidemann, if Courtney Williams play bad, just comes off the bench and can be a better presence there. And, like, all you need realistically is one, if you're the Lynx, is one of those two to play well. And the game's over. Not only, like, Carly Samuelson being out does affect the Lynx's bench, I guess. But, like, you just know if Carly Samuelson ends up getting hurt, they'll figure out a way. Like, Anastasia Kosu's kind of done nothing all year. Anastasia Kosu is probably going to just randomly just become a hooper again. She's probably going to randomly become a hooper. Like, that's the reality. That's the reality when it comes to this Minnesota Lynx team. It is really a next man up attitude. And they've got depth. I think they got a little bit of cap space, if we're being honest. But, like, they've Diamond Miller as well. Anastasia Kosu had 6 points in 6 minutes against the Sun. I know it's the Sun, but she's a young player. She might figure it out. She mightn't play that much. Diamond Miller, who they have off the bench, man, they are so stacked. I don't see how the Fever win this game without Kaitlin Clark. I just don't. I don't even really see how the Fever win this game with Kaitlin Clark. I definitely don't see how the Fever win this game without Kaitlin Clark. Have the Fever, like, and again, as the biggest jinx for the Indiana Fever franchise, you guys should be happy that I'm predicting that the Indiana Fever don't stand a chance in hell of winning this game. So anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.